It's 94.7 FM Blair Radio. Our local guest segments are brought to us by Turnkey Nerds, 402-426-NERD, and our nonprofit news brought to us by RVR Bank. And right now we have somebody who fits in both categories. It is Habitat for Humanity. So, ladies, you're coming to talk to us today. A lot of things going on in the Blair area with Habitat for Humanity. Can I just have you both introduce yourselves really quick?
I'm Jessie Rowe.
I'm Caroline Nosbish.
So, Jessie and Caroline, you guys are here to make sure people are aware. A big event is coming up this weekend, so we want to be able to have as many people involved in that as possible. And that is Rock the Block, or I like to call it Rock Blair, because it's not just a block. You guys are all over the place, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And so now, can you talk a little bit about what is going to happen? This is the third year, I think, we've been a part of this. So just to kind of familiarize, remind people, what is going to be happening on this Saturday?
Yeah, so this Saturday we'll be working on 5 homes to do some outdoor beautification services. So we're doing some minor paint jobs, throwing away trash and items in people's yard, planting mulch and flowers, fixing up some gutters, just some basic kind of outdoor things that a lot of people aren't able to get to on their own or physically can't.
And this is something that people can sign up for ahead of time. You guys can kind of, do you go out and it's like, okay, let's kind of scope it out. This is the thing we're going to try to do this weekend for each of these homes.
Yeah, we do scope it out. We have like a neighborhood that we kind of pick out or is close to our home base that we're using. And this time it is First Lutheran Church. And we have 5 homes around that neighborhood. So we're really excited to be there. And it's also really close to the homes we're building too.
Right. Yeah, because you have your homes that you're going to be building. We're going to talk about that here pretty quick. But so you have 5 homes you're going to be working on. And it's everything from painting, mulch, and things like that. But you guys are actually providing like these items to be able to do that for those in need. So is that kind of what happens? Is somebody is just not able to be able to do it on their own? They need a little bit of help. Is that how that worked?
Yeah, that's how that works. So what we do is we go to the homes and we assess with the homeowner their needs. And then based on their needs, we purchase the mulch, the topsoil, the paint, and provide volunteers to produce the work.
And I think this kind of falls in line with the other side of Habitat for Humanity that people really don't realize, that it is not just we're going to build a house for somebody, but it's also how can we keep people in their homes? There are different programs you guys have to be able to help upgrade, do different beautifications, but everything from mulch to if they need to replace their HVAC system, there are programs that you guys have involved with that. Can you kind of walk us through some of that stuff? Because that's a big deal. People need sometimes a little of assistance to be able to stay in their homes.
That is our home repair program. Our home repair program provides those immediate needs, such as an HVAC going out, a tree on a house, which unfortunately has been happening quite a bit this year.
Yeah.
Roof repairs, things of that nature, and it's 0% interest for up to 10 years.
Wow. So it's a 0% interest loan for up to 10 years. So it makes those things that come up and you're going, oh my good, where is this coming from? It makes it affordable to be able to not have to pick and choose. It's like, okay, am I going to have heat or do I eat type thing? Is that kind of the situation you're looking at? Is there qualifications that people have to kind of fall in to be able to qualify for that type of assistance?
Yeah, they do have an income cap, so you have to be at least under 100% of your area median income, which we do have all those I can't even think all those
annual incomes.
Yeah, we do have the income guidelines is what I'm trying to think of on our website. So if that's something you're interested in, I would encourage you to just go on our website and look at the guidelines for it.
And those guidelines are actually higher than most people really think, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely.
Because they're like, well, I make this much money, I don't qualify. They're thinking that, but that, there's so many different factors in. Are you two household, or do you have like 4 kids or things like that? All those different parameters fall into play, don't they?
Yeah.
So, but Rock the Block is kind of a showcase for that side, isn't it?
Yes, it really, really is. Being able to help homeowners on the exterior, because as we know as homeowners, it becomes a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
And it takes a lot of volunteers. So 5 houses, do you have a volunteer group that, obviously you already have volunteers in play. Does there, because sometimes that's sponsored by a group, who's part of this year?
Yeah, so our 2 main sponsors are Memorial Community Hospital and Novozymes. So, and Cargill is also providing a lot of volunteers too. So I think between all 3 of them, we have about 30 or 40 volunteers for this weekend.
Could you use more?
Always.
Okay. Well, I think that's the thing is that it's a great opportunity if you want to learn how to volunteer, or if you have all of a sudden a Saturday morning free, this Saturday morning free. First Lutheran Church starts off at what, 8 a.m., right?
I believe, yes. Yep, we start at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. goes to about 1.
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, if nothing else, stop in and ask questions about Habitat and how to be involved, right?
Absolutely.
Because it's right now, it's, again, you're looking at neighborhoods. It's neighbors helping neighbors to be able to utilize these services. Because sometimes you may know somebody that's like, I think they need help, but they're too proud to. Sometimes that happens. So we need to be able to help guide people together, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. That is one thing that we come across a lot too. Like during the Rock the Blocks, we'll have a bunch of dumpsters out. People we talked to that weren't interested are suddenly now interested on the day of, and so we'll send a few volunteers out to pull some brush clearing and throw away some stuff. So
right. And then again, so this is the 3rd annual. You do this in Blair. You also do it in Fort Calhoun. And then do you do it in Tekamah as well?
We're doing one in Tekamah this year. We do stuff in Papillion, Bellevue, throughout Omaha, just kind of all throughout our 5 counties. Right.
So in Omaha, it looks a little different. It is actually a block, isn't it?
Yeah, we try.
You try to do that. So Blair is the one nice thing about Blair is everybody does their best to be able to take care. So it's a little bit more scattered. You have to kind of widen your reach a bit. But that's a good thing. But it is also reminds us that as people get older or things like that, they need to help a little bit more. So, and I know that there are individuals in the past, like when there was a ribbon cutting for your lots that are going to be built, there was speakers there from Rock the Block, and the impact just from that is amazing. So again, thank you guys for doing that and coming in. Again, that's this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. starting off at First Lutheran Church, and there's 5 homes plus. As people come in and say, hey, I could use a little help.
Right.
That does happen. So again, that means more volunteers are necessary, because then we can send more people out. So to be a part of it, or if you have questions about Habitat for Humanity, great opportunity to corner some people there, they'd be able to talk about it right now. So again, that's coming up this Saturday. But you also are here to talk about a big deal. We were talking a little bit about your lots. You have 10 lots that are being built over time. Is that correct?
10 lots over time, 5 in 2024.
So 5 homes are going to be built this year.
Correct.
And that's a big project. Trying to line up the builder, everything like that. So how has that been going?
It's been going. The weather has created a little bit of a delay for us. We had initially planned to break ground in May.
Yeah.
Then it got pushed back to June. Now we're aiming for July.
Yeah. Just every time we get more rain or things like that, it just makes it harder for a builder to come in, because they're also going out and repairing some stuff right now. So that's a kind of a different situation too. But not only are you starting building, do you have people lined up for those homes yet?
We don't. We are looking for the homeowner right now.
Are you?
Yes. Yes.
And so what if somebody is interested in or they want to get into home ownership and they feel they don't qualify, or that they are struggling with something, how do they go about being a part of this?
What I think they should do is go to our website, www.habitatomaha.org, and check out the home ownership site. It not only gives the income guidelines, but it talks about the home journey program. And I know a lot of people go, my credit score is not high enough. I have debt. don't worry about that. One, we don't look at credit score. And
Okay.
two, we help you with that debt.
Okay.
I like to say it's never a no, it's a not yet, and this is what we work on.
Right. So again, you're looking for 5 homeowners that qualify to be able to go through that. But remember, there are a total of 10 homes. So if you don't qualify right away, you guys are working to be able to help people get into those future homes then too.
That is correct.
So, and then, so 5 homes now. When are you going to plan on working on the other 5 homes?
The next come in 2025.
So next year. So you're not waiting around.
No.
You build, go.
Yes.
And then but the nice thing is that this is low interest or zero interest loans with mortgages.
It's 2.625%.
2.65%. You can't get that at a bank.
No, you
No.
can't.
And so it's a low interest loan. So that's kind of one of the things that people in the past is like, oh, we're just giving away a house. Doesn't work that way because you guys are giving a low interest loan, but that goes into refund and be able to do the next project. That's kind of the way it has to work, isn't it?
That's correct. So it's truly owning a home and truly buying a home and qualifying for a mortgage. It's just a lower interest mortgage. And then we do offer down payment assistance as well on top of that low interest.
And so do we have plans of what the houses are going to look like?
We are currently figuring those out right now. We have the plans. We just don't have them with us.
You don't have them with us.
Right.
But is that something that people can go to your website to be able to find what the future is looking like?
That is correct. We do have an area that for Washington County on our website.
All right. And that website is Habitat for Humanity Omaha?
HabitatOmaha.org.
HabitatOmaha.org is the website. And then click on Washington County, be able to see everything you guys are doing. But that's also a great link for people to go learn more and then contact you to say, we're interested.
That is correct. The home ownership portion of the website is exactly where they'll start their journey by filling out a questionnaire at the bottom of the website page.
Okay, and so with that, so as they go through this process, normally, like we go back and we look at some of the things, we have the homeowners doing sweat equity and stuff like that. It's a little different this time because you're just having the houses built and working on the helping people with their finances, helping people kind of be able to manage and learn and be able to kind of be on their own in those things. So the focus is more on long-term. How do we maintain this? How do we keep things going? Is that the kind of the change of the focus?
It's that's a little bit of the change. There's still sweat equity. It's just not to the magnitude that it used to be. So there's education involved, there's financial counseling involved, and there's sweat equity involved.
So all of those things are involved. Well, because obviously when you have to get the shell up and then you can start working inside.
Absolutely.
And that's when hopefully you have the homeowners locked in, ready, so they can start working on the insides on the things that are not structurally issues. So you get the builders to do everything on the outside, and then you can work in. So again, that is going on. So when can people start signing up to say, I'm interested?
They can sign up today.
Right now.
Right now.
So you don't have to wait for the house to be started to build. In fact, it's probably best because you have to go through the program. How long does it take to get through the program?
The program can take anywhere from 3 to 12 months. It just depends on an individual's financial situation.
Right. So 3 to 12 months, again, contact today. So, and if you don't qualify or you don't get this home, what happens? You have the chance for future homes, but you guys are also just working to be able to help people get ready for any home. It doesn't have to be a Habitat home. Is that correct?
That is correct. We work with them on debt to income. We work with them on savings, credit, and then we essentially make them what we call mortgage ready. And they can choose to either enjoy a Habitat home. They can choose to wait. They can choose to go on the open market. Either way, we're providing a little more financial stability so that they have those options going forward.
So if anybody has any type of struggles, or they want to be able to learn how to better manage their finances, or be prepared for home ownership, again, it doesn't have to be for a Habitat home. Is there a cost for somebody to go through that program?
There is no cost to go through the program.
So it's a free program to be able to help anybody who wants to get into that, be mortgage ready, be able to own their own home.
That is correct.
So again, everybody should be taking advantage of this.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's get everybody involved. Now, obviously, you're doing what you guys can, because there's a need for more homes. So you have the 5 being built this year, 5 next year. And so again, let's get as many people signed up, whether they get the Habitat home or whether they're ready for their future home. So again, habitatomaha.org, learn about Rock the Blocks that are going on that you can be a part of, or go to the Washington County link and learn all about the houses, and then learn about home ownership and how you guys can learn to be able to save, to manage your finances, and be prepared for a house, because that is probably one of the largest expenses anybody will ever have, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And then it's also about generational wealth, isn't it? Because that is something that can be passed on to the next generation. So think about it that way. It is a way to be able to give to the future. So again, ladies, thank you so very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And we look forward to Rock the Block Blair this Saturday from 8 to 1 o'clock at First Lutheran Church, and 5 homes plus. About 35 volunteers so far. Let's go ahead and make as many volunteers come in and have a great day to be able to make people's lives happier and, again, enjoy Blair. So thank you for doing what you guys are doing.
Thank you.